Hey guys, it's Heather. I am coming to you from a rainy Tuesday afternoon while Wes is getting a nap. So I'm going to make this quick, but I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of a catalyst for this Live Boldly experiment. It's been about a year or a little bit more in the making, and I guess I'm just now at the point where I'm realizing that this is actually something that happened that I needed to work through. That there was some pretty big disappointment, but then in the end it has turned out to be a really huge blessing. So anyway, hopefully you guys can sit and listen for just a second. Basically about a year ago, or a little over a year ago, I was approached by a really big company. I'm not going to name any specifics, just there's no reason for it. But anyway, a really big company approached me about doing some video content for them, and basically led me to believe that I was kind of the top candidate, that they really thought that I was going to be the one to do all this work for them. And basically it would have paid twice as much as I was making at my job before I had Weston, which is a pretty decent amount of money. Or the double that would be a decent amount of money. And I would have tons and tons of exposure on their social media outlets, which was a lot. It has a lot of followers and fans, and is a pretty huge following. So that, in addition to some other perks, would have made for a really sweet deal. So when they told me that I was kind of their top candidate, I was really excited. I went and did the audition thing, and was told that I went far above and beyond what their expectations were, and again kind of got affirmed that I was still the top candidate. And then about I don't know, it doesn't matter, I guess a few days after I did the audition, sent it in, got the feedback, they contacted me again and said that they had a really huge concern that my faith and my openness about my faith on my blog would maybe turn some people off, turn people away, make them think that I wasn't credible. There was kind of a little laundry list of things that they thought were wrong with me sharing my faith. And I let them know, when I'm creating content for a specific company, and it's not a Christian specific company, I'm not going to sit there and say you should believe this and wax poetic about it. But I can't hide who I am, and I can't hide whose I am. Especially when I'm writing for my own blog, and I let them know that I would be more than happy to follow whatever rules and regulations that they had to follow for their specific industry and for their specific following, but that when it came to my personal blog, I wasn't going to just shy away from it. And they let me know that that's exactly the answer they were looking for, and they were happy about that. And then about 2 days later, I got the call that I did not get the job. Now, I'm not saying that that is the only reason, but, initially my head, and I guess maybe a little bit of my heart, went straight to the thought that, oh, well, they didn't hire me because I'm too Christian for them. Now, that's, like I said, I don't know if that's the case, but that's definitely the feeling that I got based on the way that the events went down. But, at the same time, it was kind of a hard and bitter pill to swallow. But, life went on. Things happen, I kept moving forward, and so did they. And now I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, well, I think that I made the right move, because even if I'd gotten that job and I had all the money and I had all the exposure and stuff like that, at what cost would that have come at? Would I be as close to God? Would I have the relationship with God that I have now? Would I have that dependence and that trust and that realization that He's always faithful no matter what? And I honestly, I don't think that I would. I think that I would rely on that money and that affirmation from that company rather than relying on God. So anyway, just kind of thinking about that and realizing that, I took a chance when I stepped out in that faith, and, it didn't turn out as I wanted it to. It didn't turn out as I had planned on it. And that my family was really hoping that it would, but at the same time, I think that I've become a better mom and a better writer, and just a better woman, and have a deeper relationship with Christ because of that. So anyway, I'm glad you guys were able to listen for a few minutes, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.